let's get to the winter anime season review. The first anime season review in 2023. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Well, I didn't expect to be here for this, but wait, that came out wrong. Okay, yes, I expected to be doing it a bit earlier, but yeah, here we are. Here we are. Yeah. So, yes, as always, my name is MyoRU. We're gonna be doing, season anime review as always, right? And we did like the past what 2, 3, right? And yeah, every single time, I love looking at new stuff, new things that are coming out. So it's gonna be interesting. What might be this time around? Maybe some new thing. Of course, some shows are leftovers from last season because they're 24 episodes long. Some are probably not. We'll see. So yeah, as you already see, on the first look, Heavens of Shadow is keeping going. Still love the show. I read the manga. I'm still reading the manga. Just waiting on having more chapters out. So I have to still look into how the anime is. But I can probably say that they're probably doing well, right? So yeah, Boku no Hero. Apparently this season right now is the best. Well, probably one of the best seasons. Like beforehand, yeah, the seasons were alright, but never got things going. But this season apparently is amazing. Um, Yeah, maybe a catch up to it. I don't know. I think the last thing was like season 4 or so that I watched. So it's a while. It's been a while. We will see though. We will see. One Piece is One Piece. It's like every once. Every 3 years or so, I go on a One Piece binge and then catch up to the anime and then maybe even the manga. And I was stuck there. Maybe stuck watching all that, right? Reading as well. So we'll see how that goes. One Piece is probably still going amazingly strong. Don't expect anything less from a show like that because it's a One Piece for a reason, and well, yeah, I mean that's One Piece for you. Um, yeah, let's go to Mao Gakui no, yes, or simple Demon King. The Demon King, yeah. Oh, Anos is back. I haven't watched the preview yet. Like I watched first season, I loved it. Yeah, people don't love overpowered characters. I love overpowered characters. Okay, it's probably one of my favorites. So it's to me it's fun. I don't take it as seriously as some people would. It's like, oh, everything needs to be underpowered. It's like, no, man. Sometimes you see a show that definitely has underpowered characters, which is another change in how things are. It's definitely pretty much pretty solid, right? Me on one hand, I don't care too much about it, so it is what it is. But to be honest, I would also say that definitely, Demon King is always, shorten it. Yeah, it's a really good show. If you like, overpowered protagonists and have some goods and all that. So yeah, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. Also, I don't know if the same voice actor is going to be here. So I'm not sure about that. I hope he is, because he had to perform, but at the same time, man, it's so much drama happening around him, man. How could you, man? How could you? How could you do this to Lisa, man? Oh well, we'll see though, we'll see. Blue Lock. Blue Lock apparently is going hard, eh? I might watch it again. No, again, more like start watching it because um the art style looks amazing. Like the characters and everything looks awesome, right? So that's why it's getting so much attention. I didn't expect that, so hey, why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? You have to catch up to it. I have to catch up. Maybe I'm gonna do it this weekend. Maybe never. I don't know. I have to do it. Okay, Iruma-kun. Season 3. I haven't started watching first season, so yes. It's gonna be that. We're gonna be sticking with that one, huh? So, yeah. Uh, maybe one day. Maybe one day I catch up to it. Do of something. Maybe last season. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Okay, I've been missing a lot of shows. Another season 2. I watched. Oh yeah, I haven't watched this, but I already know what's going on because yeah, it's a really insane insane arc that's happening in Danmachi. So if you haven't caught up to it, definitely do it because the seasons, after like season 3, 4, it starts to ramp up real quick and gets really you know really in a really good direction. So it's definitely worth checking out because yeah, it gets more and more interesting. So and it's also more and more heavier in storytelling and everything, characters, and Bell also grows, with every single arc. He grows to be an amazing character. In the beginning, he was like a small rabbit. Now he's, well, I guess I don't know if he's still a rabbit though. Probably he's still a rabbit, but he's it's getting more and more, I guess, more interesting, and not so oh, another overpowered character now. Sure, he's still overpowered in a way, but he still makes it interesting and fun. He's growing. Of course, we know one day, he's gonna be the king of all. So hey, let's see how it goes. Villain Saga season 2. Haven't watched season 1. I know Villain Saga is amazing. I watched a few episodes. I haven't watched more, but maybe we'll do it in the future. You want to catch up into Villain Saga? I mean, I sometimes go into anime binge watch. I watch like, I don't even know, like too many shows. Probably like 4 shows a day, like 12 episode ones. Maybe even sometimes 24. So it's like, I get to it and then I was like, God damn, oh shit, I need breaks, man. I need breaks on this train. So yeah, um, you know, I used to do it when I got into anime back in like, yeah, I don't know how many years it's been now. So yeah, back in high school, got into anime. I was watching like show after show after show, and then yeah, it's been a ride though. All right, next one. Kawitachi Hiro wa Rete Otoko. Season 2. Helper Ball, right? I mean, it is another one of the shows where, it is essentially just, isekai, but, feel good isekais are always pretty good. It has nothing to do with power fantasy and all that, but it definitely works out pretty well. So yeah, season 2 of it, I guess. I haven't watched the first season, so. Or was it? Is it season 1? Uh, Maybe it's a season 1 still, or it might be, maybe it has a second chance. I don't know. Maybe it's like first season, maybe it's second season. Either way, I have to look into it. But I would say, it's probably a season 1 because of second chance, season 2. So, yeah. Yes. Um, Boruto, nope. Still haven't watched more of it because my chapter is closed with Naruto. What else? Shinga no Mi, okay. What's that? What is the harem isekai romance, adventure, and fantasy? Barbator Magic Academies. Okay, new teacher. Oh, we have a teacher. Wait, what? As in the school savior. Beautiful teachers and crazy students. Between the action and colleague camaraderie isn't even the half of it because the demon cult is on the move to revive the devil. Okay. How many times have I seen this this thing with demon kings getting revived and schools, and yeah, we're getting more of that, huh? And I mean, it is pretty straightforward, right? Demon king, fantasy world, this and that, right? I wish synopsis were a bit more interesting, more deep, and all that, but yeah, I mean, it's your basic, basic storytelling and isekais and light novels and all that because people love isekais. So yeah, we'll see how everything pans out, because I feel like you should definitely put a bit more in it, right? It's cool and all, but we'll see how they do, yeah. Um, this one, uh, Ningen. Okay, what's that? Geek Toys Action Adventure Fantasy. So it's a fantasy show, right? Hmm. Okay, City of Green, Holy Kingdom, Dinas. It's a melting pot of race and okay, so we have like a show like Danmachi, with just fantasies and guilds and whatnot. Uh, let's see. Um, get rich quick. Yeah. Are we done having dungeons? Downstairs labyrinths. Okay, labyrinth. Wait, isn't Labyrinth almost like Danmachi as well? What's going on? Like a wrong light warrior who's been kicked out of him. Okay, another one kicked out of the party and killed. Okay, it's a complete reject. If I bad food, okay. Jones goes and Luke, okay. My man gets drunk. Just okay. You know what? Let's go straight forward with it. I might watch it. Like I love isekais, and the premise always makes it like worse than it actually is. So I'm going within, with the thoughts like it's gonna be a good show. It's like always those descriptions always makes like the worst of the worst. So yeah, let's think of it this way. It's like it's gonna be another isekai. Hopefully it's gonna be good. That is right. So yeah, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Alright. Tokyo Rangers. I would definitely gonna watch it. Maybe I might watch it, depends on how much time I have, like everything else. Yeah, definitely give it a watch. I gonna give it a watch. I don't know if you guys will. I mean, if you like, Isekai, always, give it a try. There might always be something new because I say sometimes you get new things, right? Sometimes you see new things. So yeah. We'll see what's gonna happen. Alright. Then we have Tokyo Revengers. I haven't watched any of it, so I don't care. Nagatoro! Yes, I watched first season. I loved it. I also read the manga to an extent as well. I loved it. Season 2, I guess, gonna be also be awesome. So yeah. Nier Automata version 1.1a. Oh, Nier Automata. Nier, it's interesting that Nier gets anime adaptation. If you know about Nier, it's essentially like 2B androids. Androids against robots in the apocalyptic world, trying to get to the moon, try to find humanity. Yeah, and then things evolve and all that. So if you know about Nier Automata, you definitely will enjoy it. Problem is though, is how it's gonna go. Because usually these type of shows are, it's a bit brutal. One could say, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Because this making Nier Automata an anime show is gonna be a bit like a challenge, because they have to do like routes, like A, B, C, D, and E. So if they want to completely adaptate it, they need to do it the right way. So essentially, it's gonna be hard for them. But hey, who knows? A1 is good, but they've been slacking the past. I know the past few years they haven't been that good. The only thing I remember still was Food Wars, and Food Wars good. The first season was. Then the second and third kind of derailed, and then everything went down the drain because of how the anime manga turned out in the end. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I hope we don't see slideshows. We see actual core combat and all that. So I hope they catch gonna be hard, you know, to catch the feeling of Nier Automata story in in an anime format because it's always hard to do. So yeah, we'll see how they do it. But yeah, I definitely want, definitely give it to. I'm gonna do watch that because it's Nier Automata. I love it, so I want to see how my one of my favorite games hopefully not get butchered. So yeah, we'll see. Kyokyo Suri Season 2. I haven't watched Season 1, so I have no idea. It's been a while though, it's been a while, so you know, we'll see. Uh, uh, we have this show over here. It's a comedy romance. Otonari no Tenchi-sama. So let's call it Tenchi-sama. Mahiro is a beautiful girl whose classmates all call her an angel. Not only is she a star athlete with perfect grades, she's also the drop-dead gorgeous Amane, an average guy, and self-admitted slob. Okay. Alright. The slob turns into, or the other way around, right? Like the polar opposites. One who doesn't care too much, and the other, you know, probably cares a lot and has a lot of, you know, a lot of qualities. So we'll see how that goes, that dynamic. Oh, sitting alone. Oh my god, this guy. It's definitely helping her out. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Nah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be alright. It's gonna probably not a, you know, like I won't say, you know, lazy person. Like a schlob. More like, you know, kind of like the both ends of the spectrum. Like one is a good guy, not good guy, more like the good grades, you know, straight up A student, and then we have this fucking C student over here, right? So maybe it's gonna be good, man. Maybe it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good because you know, it sounds interesting. I want to see, you know, something that you know, has something to it, right? Something interesting, something worth watching. You know, has a good dynamic. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Either way, we'll see. Tomo-chan. Tomo-chan. It's been well, I remember reading Tomo-chan like I don't know when, but it was like a short series. So every chapter was like what, not even chapter long, so more like 1 page long. I think it was only page long. So yeah, it was good. It was good. So we'll see how that goes because a show like this could be solid, could be really solid. At the same time, we have to think of how they're gonna do that because, you know, as we all know, it's a bit harder to make you know, to make these shows that way. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what they're gonna do with it. You know, what's gonna happen. So yeah, definitely watching that because I want to know what kind of voice acting they're gonna choose. You know, she's a tomboy. You know, so I guess you can read it. So it's a boy high school girl Tomo Aizawa Tomo-chan. Yes, wants to try her friend Junichiro Kubota to see her as an equal girl. Actual girl, but every attempt ends up in vain. Will Junichiro ever realize Tomo-chan's romantic feelings towards him? You see? That's a tomboy's the predicaments. Like they always, you know, get it's like, yeah, he's like one of my boys, okay? She will turn into one of your boys, right? One of the boys. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think, I mean, the manga's probably still ongoing. So yeah, all I can think of is how good it's gonna be. Maybe it's because maybe the manga's, you know, coming to an end. Maybe it gets to the point. Maybe you don't see any disappointment here. But who knows? Maybe we'll get disappointment or not. But I would definitely you know, look into watching that show. Maybe it's like a short series, all that. Okay, one episode already out. But yeah, 13. Oh no, never mind. It says 13 episodes and 24 minutes each. So yeah, definitely gonna be watching it. So yeah, see how episode 1 was. A bit late on that, but either way, it's better late than never. All right, Bungo Toyok season 4. I give it a watch. It's an amazing show. If you're into, I guess, husbandos kind of way, yes, there's plenty of it. But the story is also amazing in it. It's more interesting storytelling than your usual thing. So hey, why not give it a shot, right? Why not give it a shot? Has a a lot of characters with abilities and all that, so it makes a more interesting storytelling aspect. So what else? Season 4. Tensei Ojo. Wait. I remember this. Ojo Ai? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, well, probably not. Yoken no Fujitsu. Shi. Fuji. What? Maju Suchi. Okay. What's that? I have a sorcerer hailed. That's okay. Another magic swordsman. Okay. Was it action fantasy? Is it fantasy? Yeah, it's a fantasy. Magic school. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not give it a shot, right? Why not give it a shot? Spy. Yoshitsu. What is it? Spy something? Spy Academy, right? Conflict ravaged nations now deploy covert operatives instead of missiles. Police is recruited into spy training, but her practical skills are absolutely abysmal. That's what the past shield leaves at the chance to join the mysterious Toshibi team. Too bad the team is filled with even more hopeless spies. Because they must conquer. Okay. It sounds interesting. It sounds really interesting. A spy show. We don't get these often. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Why not check it out, right? So yeah, spy show. We'll see how those hopeless people will conquer. I guess the academy and everything. Maybe they can graduate at least with with all they have. So we'll see how that works out. Isekai non-biri no ka. Huh. Life cut short by illness at just 30 years old. Mashio. How can those not take a simple blessing for granted when a godlike figure gives them given chance to live again? Fantasy Isekai Sasola, sorry. I'm trying to think, Haraku has only the simplest of wishes for his new life to be healthy, to live peacefully, to speak the local language, and spend his days on an idyllic farm, fresh air, sunshine, and to good dreamed of. Cannot. Huh. I hope it's gonna be a good show. I don't know why it reminds me a little bit of Planet or Air, or like just just a sad storytelling. My man, what was it? Illness by 39, right? So we will see. Maybe that hopefully it doesn't end up that way, because I don't want to have that again. I don't want to feel that pain of going through it again. So we'll see. Maybe it's gonna have a good thing going. I hope it's not gonna be soul crushing. Urase Yatsura. I haven't watched first season, so it's like whatever. Sakyo Omyoji no Isaka Tenseki. Alright. Another show. Isekai stuff. Supernatural, Exorcist. This time we have an Exorcist. Huh. Oh, okay, alright. Maybe it's kind of something good. You can't be happy if you're just strong, even if you're the strongest actor in the world. I don't know, man. I would love to have power. Powers are amazing. That's why we, use them. Exorcist Haruyoshi Kuga, called an unrivaled genius, is betrayed by the Imperial Court and about to die. And to be happy in his next life, he used secret reincarnation technique. Oh, okay. He reincarnates before he dies. Create an incarnation in the world, and he released a new name. Saika or Seika. And a new life. Like my previous life was cunning in this life. I'll be more calculating and find happiness. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's like man's got executed in his back on the path. All right, but yeah, definitely will try give it a watch. I'm gonna try it. So yeah. AU or Kiyomeru Tametesu. Okay, hold up. Kishi female. Strongest? Right? Something strongest knight probably. Strongest knight? Oh boy. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, yes. Give me more of it. It's gonna be interesting. Well, let's read the synopsis, alright? After living a life devoted to serving to his country, people English, one wished to be free of a king's burden and to train was actually heard. But as a beautiful girl, what? Alright. Okay, man. But as a beautiful girl reborn in the far future as a daughter to renowned knight Ingus, can now focus on mastering the martial arts and has been granted. Ingus will be the front lines fulfilling their dreams, becoming the strongest knight. Wait. Free of a king's burden to train. I don't like. There gotta be more to it. Why does man want to be reincarnated as a girl, but all he wants is not to work as doesn't want to be more want to be free of the king's burden. It's like, what? I mean, I guess, but I want to you see, I want to be a magic girl, become the strongest knight. I mean, yes. So yeah, we'll see though why he wanted to be that, but that's probably the aspect of why he wanted to be a beautiful magical girl. I mean, who doesn't want to be a magical girl, right? But yeah, we'll see how that goes for him. Alright, next up, Kubo-san. Yeah, I remember the show. It's like, what was it again? It was kind of an interesting show as well, with how they did it. So we'll see how that goes. Kubo-san. Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm gonna go with it, right? It's like one of those shows. So either way, let's look into it, right? Let's look into it first. Yunta Shiraishi has just one goal: to experience youth to the fullest. But this year, this is easier said than done. Yunta is so socially invisible that people at school would swear he skipped class, even when he's sitting right behind them. Everything changes when Yunta meets Nagisa Kubo. She's the only person who pays Yunta any attention, and her constant teasing is sure to turn this quiet life upside down because Kubo won't let him be invisible. What? Hold up. Alright, before we jump into more things, what? Bro, you good? I think something's going wrong here, man. The one I'm seeing here is you wanted? Experience the youth to the fullest. But why does he want to be invisible? Is it because he doesn't want to get annoyed? He doesn't want people to annoy him? I mean, I understand it, but damn, brother. But okay. I mean, Kubo-san is the one who always, and then the teasing part. Okay. So we have something interesting here. Something fun. So it could be Charlotte and I can see it be something beautiful happening here, yeah? I think we might have something good. It's probably like Takagi-san or Anjo-san, with the teasing stuff and all that. So hey, gonna be hopefully get something good. Hopefully it's something good because you don't see these type of shots often. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes for everything. All right, all right. Nope, nope, not this song, not this song. But yeah, Kubo-san, definitely gonna try it out because sounds interesting. Also sounds pretty close, to something. So hey, if it's gonna be close to be Nagatoro, just maybe even Takagi-san. Maybe it's like on the level of Takagi-san. Would also be pretty good. Yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. I will check it out. I will check it out. Hope you guys do as well. What else we have? Tondemo skill. Isekai. Okay, it's like a food show. Yeah, it's probably like a food show again. We have a lot of these the past few years. I know it's like there's a word for it, but I forgot. A term for it in general. But it's like a feels good show. Plus, with food and all. Uh, Definitely recommend all food shows in the anime because they're all like feels good shows. So definitely be watching. No, probably not definitely watching because sometimes you got things to do, right? You want to enjoy something else. So hey, maybe it's gonna be good, maybe it's not. We will see how that goes, right? But I think it's gonna be, you can't make anything wrong with this one, right? It's like another fantasy stuff. It's the kind of thing where my man's want to cook, and then he befriends all kinds of animals. We see in the picture a slime and a wolf. So yeah, we'll see how everything turns out to be, right? All right, what else we have? Uh, okay, what we have? Kaiko Sareta. Okay, why the hell is the song here again? Get the hell out of here. Kaiko Sareta Ankoku. Okay, what's up there? The Dark Soldier and Demon King's army who can use magic has risen to the position of the assistant of the four great generals. Four generals. With his talent and energy, however, as soon as the four generals are replaced, as Darius started from the army, Daniel is devastated, but when he arrives in the human village, he wants to start slaughtering. Okay, no, that was just me adding to it. But when he arrives in the human village, he finds that his efficient skills, which are supposed to be useless to demons, have blossomed. Okay. Probably not. Probably not. Probably mainly because of how the art is. I don't know why he looks like so different compared to them. Something weird's happening. Probably not gonna watch it. Probably not. Probably not. Probably like straight outright said, I don't watch it, huh? What happened to me, man? What happened to me? But yeah, we'll see though. We'll see how everything goes. What else? What else do we have here? Benria Saito-san, Isekai, more Isekai stuff. Handyman. Oh yeah, that was the handyman thing where he's probably like Isekai and then he starts repairing a village or something, right? Yeah, but his unremarkable path takes a turn when he wakes up in another world, warriors, wizards, yeah. But so delving deep into dungeon site reveals for the first time what it's like to be needed. After all, who other than the handyman could be trusted to open locked doors? Wait. So he's a handyman, but now he turns into probably a thief. From reading that already. So okay, maybe it's like worth a watch because it's like different. Like my man's probably gonna be used as just a handyman. Just gonna be using his abilities to crack open the doors and chests and whatnot. And it's probably worth the watch. Worth a watch. Also want to check out because it's different. Ayakashi Triangle. Oh yeah, here it is. The ecchi show of the season, where Yabuki, more like what Yabuki is working on right now. This is his creation, since he stopped doing to Lafru. Yeah, that's thing going on. It's like I think it's like a gender bend stuff. It's like switch back and forth. Not a big fan of those things. It's like I used to watch it like used to watch shows like that back in the days when Ranma was going on, on the TV. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that part, but overall, it was kind of, kind of alright. So yeah, we'll see how everything goes, right? Because it's good now, but we have to see how the show is. So yeah, gonna give it a try. The art, I will definitely always. The arts are always we will notice. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Um. Alright. What do we have here? Tsundere. Okay, something tsundere. Oh wait, isn't that? Yeah. And Kobayashi decided to. Yeah, it's like an Otome game. Yeah, and she's gonna be the protagonist of the game. Doing his villains, the name of this Lotte, Kobayashi thinks these are traditionally the starting villain, but Endos insists Lisa Lotte is just misunderstood. Pair bicker and argue about Lotte's character and motivations, but little do they know Lotte's in-game fiance can hear their every word and the colorful chatter will. Okay, this could be actually funny. It's like, the game listening to every word you're saying. But fret not. I got you. Hey, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's like funny. It's like people arguing outside of the game, but the in-game character can hear you. Project can hear you speak about it. So it sounds amazing. It sounds actually pretty funny as well. So hey, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's probably one of my first of this. So that's why I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it in one day. Next up we have Kori. So kiss would say. Yeah. What? Dokuse. Gosh, too cool. Okay, so we have a cool boy. Yes, a setting workplace where Snow White romance blows in like a blizzard. The descendant of Yuki Onnas, living in modern time. Wait, what? That's a newbie office worker. When he gets emotional overwhelmed, he ends up causing blizzards or stuff. Okay, this sounds interesting. Building snowmen and igloos. My secret romantic feelings for his unique yet kind coworker Fuyutsuki intensify. They end up pleasing those around him. Then there's wait, is he killing them or not? Because usually it's like, yeah, he's like, descendant of the Yuki Onnas clans or whatever, right? Uh, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's probably like a romance plus supernatural stuff, right? So we'll see how that romance goes. I'm not gonna watch it, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, and then we have the famous dog show. So essentially we are the dog in this case. So essentially we are, the dog, we're the protagonist kind of, right? Looking up, I guess, down upwards towards, I guess, those guys, girls. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm gonna give it a watch. It sounds interesting. Yeah. Yeah, also he got probably turned into a dog or something. Let's say let's go read the synopsis, see if it makes it any better. Um, they say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist, who was just turned into a dog and now lives every day under the care of his crush, right? Inukai-san. Okay, why is the name Inukai-san? Just because there's Inu in it. She happily dotes on her new companion, and while he wants to return to human form, someday there's something wonderful about being cared for the person he loves. Bro, I think you're better off, just trying to become your boy again, so you can, actually, try make some progress there instead, being being let's say a dog instead of human, right? So we'll see though. We'll see how we'll see how they do it. Okay, so we have Rugo ni Sonaete Isekai. Okay, we have wait. Is this another Isekai? Mita is an 18-year girl who's often mistaken for a middle schooler due to her childlike face and small stature. It begins when she loses her parents and her older brother at the same time in okay. In the world, she fails her injured, okay, due to shock of losing a family. There are people who are after her parents' insurance money. Oh, so it's like, is it really isekai though? Given living spin cost one day as he was about. Oh, she's given the world jumping ability. Oh, does it go back 4 and 4 between this world and Isekai? Oh, so she gets the ability to can switch worlds, but since she has to essentially, kind of, you know, save the money, kind of, just save the money. Like trying to pay it back for something, right? But it's gonna be interesting how that's gonna go. But at the same time, losing all that, we'll see how that gonna turn out, right? Um, yeah, probably gonna be a fun show. At the same time, uh, are you playing? I'm playing to what? Yeah, I mean, right now. Oh, and hello, Ultimate Chat 345. What shows am I planning to watch? To be honest, I mean, I'm looking through some of them right now, right? I'm just going through them right now. But so far, it's like I'm trying to think of, sort like like this, Demon's Show is still going on. I have to catch up on it though. Blue Lock, I have to catch up as well. I'm definitely watching Demon King because I watched first season, I enjoyed it. Watching the second season as well. It's pretty solid, If you enjoy, overpowered characters and all that, it's pretty good. Um, Also, he's a Giga Chat as well, so that's pretty cool to see. You don't see it often. Definitely watching this. Danmachi, the arc that's going on, or is about to, air, is amazing as well. Like Bel Cranel. Bel Cranel's story as a hero is also insane. It's like probably one of the better fantasy shows out there. Even though it has elements with the harems and all that, but still really good storytelling with gods and everything, so it's pretty good. Villain Saga, I want to probably catch up on first season before I start season 2, so it's more like a maybe. These ones, maybe, just look into it just a little bit. Definitely watching Nier Automata, because Nier Automata is one of my favorite games ever. So I definitely want to see how they do it, how the story gonna be told, because it's kind of hard to tell the story from the Nier Automata's perspective and how how the game's been told in general because of multiple runs that you can do in the game. Nagatoro watching definitely. Also, how you doing, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fantastic. Naruto, if you enjoyed, the first season, you will definitely enjoy the second season. Bungo Stray Dogs season 4, I haven't watched the third, so I'm not gonna be caught up yet. Definitely this one as well. How they? Yeah, Nier is it's like a hard one. It's like one of those shows where if it goes well, it goes well, but if it doesn't, well, that's it, man. It's like you can't do much there because of how Nier is structured. It's kind of hard to do if you think about it in a way that that every playthrough is like something new. Not really something new. It's more like different perspective, but same thing, right? Like essentially, first run is with 2B, second is 9S, and then it's like questions, answers. Then you go with Route C with A2. That's also another game, right? That's another new path. And then you have D and E. So it's gonna be interesting how they do it. Yes, this A1 Pictures. I know A1 Pictures is one of those studios. When they edit it well, they do it good. But then they have their shows that are kind of terrible. Like Food Wars. Food Wars was good in the first season, but then it kind of went down the drain of slideshows. Persona 5, did they? Huh. I mean, I haven't watched the Persona 5 anime because I don't really watch the usual game adaptation from anime because essentially doesn't bring over the feelings, of a game because it's kind of hard to do a game into a movie or a TV show or an anime in general. I mean, we'll see, man. It's always like coin flip with these studios. A1 Picture once was good, but they have shows sometimes like, man, they don't understand what they're doing, right? So it's like, yeah, we have to hope, man. We have to hope they do it well. I mean, maybe it's because different directors, usually, I don't know if Yoko Taro is involved in, in the script and all that, in directing the shows because Yoko Taro is the one who, brings the masterpiece together as well. So we'll see though, we'll see how they do it. Tomo-chan, definitely gonna be watching because Tomo-chan is, yeah, it's a tomboy show, right? And it's like also a short in the manga. It's like a short, episode thing. That's not too long. Um, it could be good. So we'll see how that goes. What else? This I'm gonna give this a watch. Hyoken no Majutsuchi. Yeah, it is. Tomo-chan is it's like a short, it's like shorts, like one chapter, and I don't know how many times it releases. So it's like shorts upon shorts, right? So and also has 13 episodes, 24 minutes each. You gotta think about that. It's a bit hard to do because of how the story is structured. So it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be interesting how they do it. Um, so yeah, we'll see how they do it. Um, what else? This one as well. Tensei Ojo, probably not. Spy Academy, probably a watch. Um, okay, that's Kubo-san, yes. Oh, this might be. This show, Isekai Nonburi no Ka, has a feel of. When I read the synopsis, I was like, it feels like it is. The synopsis reads like either Clannad, Air, and what else? I think probably those two. Yeah, something like that. Maybe an after story, but yeah, it's like someone who has an illness and essentially wants to relive his life in, I guess, in another world, in peace, kind of, right? On a farm. So we'll see. We'll see how that's gonna go. Hopefully, we don't have a tragic here. Yeah, few good shows. No, this one looks also into handyman. Probably like a thief-ish, doing all the lock picking, all that. Yeah, reincarnation, more like isekai reincarnation. Yeah, I mean those shows. This okay. Let's go on. Ayakashi Triangle. I love my ecchi shows. I love my harem shows. So Ayakashi Triangle could be one of those shows where I'm like, okay, all right, I'm definitely interested in that. So we'll see how Ayakashi Triangle is. Because Ayakashi Triangle is one of my shows where essentially, can tell it's like it's gonna be good. I know it's Yabuki working on it. His art style is supreme, and if you know him, you know him from To Love Ru, and he also did the art for what was it with 02? I forgot the name of the anime. But yeah, it's Ayakashi Triangle. Uh, is essentially I guess its own. I mean, Darling of the Franxx, right? Yabuki did the anime. I mean, the art and visual. I think the art for Darling in the Franxx. So it's also his creation since To Love Ru and all that. So Ayakashi Triangle is gonna be interesting as a show because it has, I think, has a gender bend in it. or Genda Band. I don't even know how you want to say it. But either way, it's gonna be interesting. If it has gonna be the amount of you know, panty shots and all that as well, because that's its usual mark, that would bring. So hey, we'll see. It's gonna be good or not. I heard good things about it, but you have to see how everything is, right? Yeah, I mean, I always, to this day, I really hope To Love Ru comes back, because I really enjoyed my my time with To Love Ru, getting to know all the characters. So since then I haven't heard anything. It's like, oh god damn it, I want to hear more, I want to read more, I want to see where the story goes. But since Darkness, we haven't heard anything about it. So yeah, To Love Ru is the OG of OG ecchi shows, and not seeing that type of show anymore, it's kind of sad. So hey, maybe we see more in the future, but it's always been years since then. Maybe when he's done with Ayakashi Triangle, we might see more. No, I didn't read it. I read the manga. I read the manga, like, I don't know, years ago, when it ended with Darkness. So yeah, I've been waiting. I don't even know how many years it's been now. So yeah, we'll see. The game Tsundere 1, with the game protagonist listens to the people who are arguing outside the game. Huh. This is an interesting concept. Yeah, I mean, the problem with I mean, that's not the problem. It's just the problem with To Love Ru Darkness is essentially Darkness was like in a way, Darkness was set with the protagonist. I think one of the protagonist girls was essentially more like made after his ex-wife. So essentially, it didn't go too well, one could say, right? So yeah, so that's why we haven't probably heard anything since then, and why everything is on ice. And yeah, so it's understandable for to have that, right? And also understand that he wants to distance himself from it and to work on something else. So yeah, I'm still gonna keep the hopes up, because To Love Ru was the best-selling manga at the time for ecchi and everything else. It was like one of the top sellers. So it's like seeing that show like stop is like a shock for a lot of people as well. It's like, if you think about it, it's like one of those series where it's like, I should definitely give it a shot, but at the same time, it's like, that's one of my best money makers. Like, god damn it, my money maker. So yeah. Either way, maybe in the future. This one over here, it's Tsundere character, right? It's a game about people arguing outside the game, and the protagonist in the game might do something, right? So that's fun. This is also a new concept I haven't seen yet, where essentially the game protagonist knows what's happening outside the game. So it's like, that's funny. So it's gonna be an interesting concept, how it's gonna work. So we'll see how that goes. Yuki Onna stuff, more like a guy who is a descendant from the Yuki Onna, I guess, won't say beings, right? So it's gonna be interesting how that goes, like another romance series. Okay, probably we'll look into it. Maybe watch an episode or two. We'll see. I think the Yuki Onna stuff is, I mean, that's like one of the more popular things, that's been going on for, like, I don't know how many years now. Because if you think about it, Yuki Onna is an interesting concept, right? It is interesting. I think the problem comes with the fact that you know, it is we always try to spin their own, you know, story with it, right? So we'll see how that goes, right? We'll see how they work it out. Um, we'll see. This time it's like an office setting. Him making snowmen and igloos and whatnot. We'll see though. We'll see how that works for him. All right. Next up, we have the dog story. Where I guess the protagonist turns into a dog, and then gets taken in by his crush, and I guess we have a dog story going on. Yeah, we had a lot of dog. For some reason, I remember a lot of dog stories coming out. Okay. Um, I mean, I don't know what's going on there. All right, I heard some crazy shit going on with that anime over here. Uh, definitely will watch it. I mean, you can probably read up some stuff, but you know, I don't go too deep into it. But it is definitely, I think it's gonna be an edgy show from how the art style is. It's also a short. You know, as you can see, it's a short, like 12 episodes, 12 minutes each. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm definitely gonna watch it because it's 12 minutes, right? Why the hell not? So yeah, I guess we're gonna be living as a dog. Ring Rugo. Okay, that's like another show, isekai stuff. Which is also another interesting one. You know, she can go between the real world and not real world. Goblin Slayer, yeah. Well, technically, Goblin Slayer wasn't really. Goblin Slayer itself, you know, is fantasy, but more on the aspect that he is the goblin. I mean, he is the Slayer, and he keeps on killing stuff, and I love it. I wish we would see season 2. Wait, wasn't there a movie on telling there was gonna be season 2? I know I watched the manga. I mean, watched the movie. Um, I mean, to be honest, I don't think so. I don't think so. The Goblin controversy was more like, you know, people were more like the hype from Goblin Slayer was a lot that brought in the main, you know, the main people in there, right? It's like it brought in a lot of casuals as well, like the mainstream. So that's like, oh shit, oh god. So you know, see how that goes. Yeah, that's the problem with you know, seeing new things come to light is it goes in a direction where essentially people will be no. It's like people don't see it for what it is. So it's like, damn. I mean, sometimes you have to, man. Sometimes it is just that, right? You will just you'll see crazy things happen. So we'll see. No, we'll see how that goes. Because no, shows like that are interesting, and I love it for that case specifically. But yeah, Goblin Slayer season 2, hopefully in the future. It was a 100% success. I mean, Goblin Slayer is a shonen. I mean, it is an action-packed, but also it's a gritty action-packed anime, and also, I know the first episode was kind of traumatizing for some people, but to be honest, I think it was the right, you know, the right step because of how, you know, how it portrayed the world and everything, the goblins. All you're supposed to be hating the goblins, right? You're supposed to be hating them, so you can put yourself into the Goblin Slayer. Of course, it's like, oh no, we could have saved them before, you know, they got. But to be honest, I think it was also like a shell shock. To me, it was pretty insane. But to be honest, I also don't mind it because I mean, I've seen so many things. Okay, it's like whatever at this point. Yo, Viking Hag, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with most stuff as well. It's like fiction is fiction. If you take it too seriously, I think you will not have a great time with anything that's horror related. I mean, you don't also watch I don't know, horror and thrillers and slasher movies and so. Oh, they won't do that in real life, right? No, no, definitely not, right? Or those things will, or might be sometimes very too close to home, might hitting too close there. But I would still say that there's no difference between killing someone and doing the other thing, right? So it's like, come on, man, come on. So yeah, either way, back to the review stuff. Yeah, Rogo ni Sonaite Isekai. So essentially, girl, no, lost family, lost his brother, and is in debt, failed school, but at the same time, I guess gets also hunted down by the insurance, I guess, sharks or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, and she needs to make money, so she gets the ability to travel between different worlds, and she's gonna make that bread. So yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it like maybe 2-3 episodes. We'll see how that goes. All right. Next up, we have Oni-chan wa Oshimai. I have no idea. Okay, let's read the synopsis. All right. The art looks. I would put it as like one of those series that like more on the smaller end, like Chan and all that. So we'll see how that goes. Let's read it. It's a comedy slice of life. Mahiro Oyama was just a normal erotic game-loving dude until he woke up one morning as a woman. Turns out his mad scientist little sister, Mihari, tried out one of her new experiments on him, with a disastrous outcome as far as Mahiro's concerned. But Mihari is as determined to study him as he was determined to go back to his shut-in game playing a life. And one thing's for sure, life is going to get a whole lot weirder from here on out. um, I mean, my man got okay. This is gonna be interesting and funny at the same time. How this show's gonna go. One is gonna be pretty funny. How the story's gonna go, because I'm probably not gonna watch it, but experiment gone wrong, gone sexual, I guess. In this case, the sister wanted to experiment more, I guess. Probably not gonna watch as much as I love my, ecchi shows and harem shows and all that. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, Trigun Stampede. Is it actually a new Trigun show? Studio Orange. I mean, Studio Orange was good. Action adventure. I don't see any synopsis, so I would say it's either gonna be either like a one-off or like an actual reboot, but I don't think so. Maybe it's like a short. Maybe it's like a short. From which will be more reader. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the this anime Oni-chan wa Oshimai will be worse than the Inokai one. I don't think so. No more quicker than Yosuga no Sora. Going full CG. Yeah, I mean, okay, CG is like a weird thing, and we can talk about that. Yosuga Sora is a light novel, not light novel. It's a visual novel, right? It's like you have like every 3-4 episodes a different girl, right, with a different ending. So that's why it's so weird to understand that. Yeah. It's going to be fun, romantic story. I mean, I think if you would probably understand it if you probably played the visual novel, then you would probably understand it, because that's how those games work. Like different girls had different, twinses. To be honest, you will have those things occasionally. Hey man, sometimes you gotta do, man. Sometimes you gotta do, eh? Either way, yeah, it was alright. Alright. I mean, that's more like I think the anime thing. It's like sometimes you have those stories, right? It is interesting. I think another story was like Aki Sora as well, but that was more a bit in the interesting direction as well. Not not really, I would say so. You're still your own person, right? It's not like you're like a carbon copy, right? So yeah. Trigon. Okay, let's go back to the CG stuff. CG is an interesting topic. CG can be really good. One of the shows that I can always recommend is Hoseki no Kuni or Land of the Lustrous, if you know that anime. Land of the Lustrous is amazing CGI anime. That if you do, that's what the show. When CG is done right, you will have some amazing like Hoseki no Kuni or Land of the Lustrous. And I remember was like what, one of my anime of the year. So we'll see. I also remember Overlord having CG and it was terrible. So, or even the Abomination that was Berserk, right? So that was also one of the aspects. Was kind of horrible. So yeah, Trigun Stampede. Hopefully it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be hard to do good CG work. But since it's Studio Orange, a little bit hope. Next up, The Legend of Heroes. Wait, is that like a Legend of Heroes Sen no Kiseki Northern War? Isn't it like I remember reading something about the Legend of Heroes stuff, but I don't know if it's like a different arc, or it's like a different season, or it's like another. Because Legend of Heroes, yeah, could be wrong. It's like some game as well. I don't know though. Let's read it anyway. So, Septian calendar year 1205. What the year? Pretty popular Japan. Interesting. That may be why I remember something about that. Lara was born in North Umbria, in the poorest region in the northern west. Zemoria, she enlists in the Northern Jaegers, the largest in the continent, to protect her hometown and distinguish herself from a gun-heard of a lad who was once okay, blah blah. Okay, her devotion to okay. Okay, so like war stories, right? Within notes. Okay, ReZero. Probably gonna do it afterwards, right? ReZero. When did ReZero air? I know ReZero is like actually my favorite anime of all time. uh, like let's see. Like I remember, it took like 3 years after, after the first season, and then they had like movies in between, and then they aired season 2. They probably do the same again, you know, with My Best Girl. I mean, I know people always, you know, it's like Rem. Rem is it's my favorite, even though it's, you know, I also like Emilia a lot. Emilia's story, you know, in season 2, or character got fleshed out so much more. Even I know Rem is still gone, right? He's still gone right now. I hope one day she comes back. I like Emilia. You know, her story and everything, you know, what went through her life and everything, how she came to be, why she was in the ice and everything. Like, everything was so well. Betty. Yeah, Betty is also nice. She's, you know, in the beginning she was like that brat. You know, she's like an older mage and all that, right? She was like the fairy, and then she had all those ties and to, you know, Roswald and all. And it was awesome. And you know, seeing her more, be in contact with Subaru and all, she also wanted to save him multiple times. And you know, and then at the end, you know, they're together. Like he essentially won another one over. But I like her as well. Yeah, I mean, there's like interesting thing going on. Beatrice is definitely, you know, we've seen what she went through. She saw all of it happening, right? And yeah, it was something. You know, it's like one of those. You know, it's like 400 years stuck in the library trying to look after everything, and then you know someone comes in, and then swoops and try to help bring you out and all. And yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Echidna is you know, is popular because of how she comes over, right? Because essentially it's like with the with the T and all that, and you know, with the Windows XP background. So it's like, yeah. I mean, people are always gonna be into sadistic psycho waifus. I mean, it has that, how should I say, the danger, you know, to it, you know, the danger, but at the same time it's also kind of nice to have that danger. It's like, I don't know, it's like a walking that fine line. At the same time, you could make Ekna also into memes as well. Um, but yeah, she's also pretty interesting to see as a witch herself. But yeah, continue on. Oyo Q, Oyo Yuki, wait, what? Oyo Kyumi no Kaina. Adventure fantasy sci-fi. Hmm. In other words, an ever-growing sea of snow has engulfed the planet's surface. The people struggle to survive, living around the roots of a massive orbital tree whose branches spread into the celestial membrane high above the ground. Hints come to the dying world. Akaina, a boy from the celestial membrane, encounters a girl from the surface called Ririha. Hmm. It's probably like another war story. Like, you know, these two, like, you know, like the boy, you know, meets the girl and they're in a war and all that, and he probably has to save her, or you know, try to stop the war from happening, or win, you know, depending on what it is, right? It's gonna be interesting how this story goes. Usually I don't watch these because it's also an original, so it's always like gotta, you know, take itself a little bit back, because originals can be good, but most of the time they're kind of terrible. So we'll see. Yeah, we're probably not gonna watch it. So yeah, I mean, if you like it, definitely give it a watch. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. In a world where fairies are bought and sold to the highest bidder, humans aren't exactly on friendly terms with the Fey folk. A friendship is exactly what Anne, or Anne, Halford seeks with Shal. Shal? Or Shala. Either way, her new fairy bodyguard, though he's not so keen on the idea as his new master, Anne tasked him with escorting her through the particular dangerous area, but with his reluctant bodyguard eager to escape of servitude, she'd have to deal with a lot more than she bargained for. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, Viking, as I said, you know, it's like a probably a process with Subaru and Emilia. So I think Emilia right now is, what was it? Was she like mentally 12 or something, but the body grew up to 19 or so? Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting how that's gonna go. Maybe it takes her time to readjust and everything. Or something like that. Yeah, she's supposed to be much older. She looks older. I mean, she looks older, but she's not as old. It's gonna be interesting. Um, Fairy Tale. Um, Probably not gonna watch it, but I feel like this is like a love story again with like a Ika man with you know, where he has to bodyguard the girl. So it could be good if you love the cyber stories. It's also a light novel. It's also JC staff. It might be a good adaptation here. So if you know, want to look into that, a good romance story about, you know, servitude, all that, definitely check it out. If you're into it. Um, Revenger. Into for Konosuba got announced? Damn. I remember, actually, no, wasn't it like a spin-off for Megumin or something? Like a Megumin spin-off. I mean, JC just sometimes has good stuff going on there. Yes. I mean, it's interesting. Aqua is Aqua. Oh man. It's good to see, you know. I mean, I read something about Aqua once that you know, it looks like she doesn't wear pants. She probably wears them, but because she's so dumb, it's like she doesn't want anyone to see her you know, pantsuit. So she essentially just makes it invisible. It's like, I know it's like 5 head, and at the same time it's like 1 head. It's like, what are you doing? But probably this could be. I mean, you never know about Aqua, man. Aqua is she's sometimes smart and sometimes she's As smart as a rock. Okay, Revenger. Action historical. As Master Assassin Yu Sui. Yuan looks into a series of assassinations made on the Grand Samurai clan. Okay, so essentially we want to become made on the Grand Samurai clan. Okay, let's resolve one of the attacks. Together they just go. Okay, it's like a band of samurais who band together and try to, take revenge on the people who, who assassinated their clan. So it might be a good show if you like, historical samurai and storytelling, right? It could be something good. I'm probably not gonna watch it because I'm not really that deep into, historical. So something to do, historical stuff. Not really big into anime historical stuff. I like history outside of it, but not much into anime history stuff. Because always like the same era and all that, so it's like all over the place. I mean, Revenger could be something, but probably gonna watch it like one episode or so, and then it depends on how much interest I have in it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The first episode already aired, so I might just give it a watch later. Ars no Kyoju. Okay, this sounds interesting because every time I hear Ars, no, or something Ars, and then something no something, it gotta be something amazing, right? Like something to do with Max. Okay, not really into Max, but you know what I'm saying. It's like sci-fi stuff. The great beast created the land, and the humans stole it. Wait, what? Angered the beast began eating humans, who in turn called upon the gods to fight the beasts. Why does it remind me so much of Blaze Blue? What? Gods to fight the beasts, and the Age of Sword heroes and mythology. Giant beasts are hunted by humans for profit. Hiro who makes his living hunting beasts encounters Kumi, who is being chased by someone, and in that moment decides to save her. Huh. As rumors spread regarding humanity and the mysterious experiment together, they seek to discover the world's secrets. Huh. That sounds cool. That's actually good. It sounds like a good show. Asahi Production, don't know how I have much, interest, more like have any kind of history on them. I guess Asahi Production is also an original, so it's gonna be interesting again. So it's like probably like a band together, like a girl and a boy again, probably like working together, trying to fight against the beast or trying to fight back against humanity. I don't know. But it sounds really good because I remember watching few shows like Fubuki Buranki was like one of the like was also another CG anime that I really enjoyed. It was really good CGI, so it wasn't too bad. So it could be good. Another with sci-fi Max and all that. So we'll see though. We'll see how it is. I definitely want to give it a watch on Ars Nova Kyojo. So that's that. Alright, next up we have Buddy Daddies. Okay, comedy organized kind. The name already is ridiculous. Or it could also be more like a sister. Yeah, it could also be that. Because you know how the art is and everything, so we'll see though, we'll see. Buddy Daddies, yes. PA works, always amazing. Tigers to go after never got away, but somehow this hitman team finds themselves looking after a 5-year-old girl. Alright. So again, the family life of a hot-blooded and cool-headed team of hired killers and naive, innocent little girl. Hold up. Hold up. Do we have already our knockoff Spy Family? I know it's not a knockoff. I know it's like, Spy Family is like the last few seasons' love child, and I enjoy it. Now seeing already, the next shows like we need our own Spy Family. Let's pick up this. So yeah, spy families with daddies. Well, okay, you know what? That kind of wrong. Okay, more like two killers. I guess have to look after a 5-year-old girl. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if the girl has any kind of powers or anything, or just a normal 5-year-old girl who just looks I guess to have I guess family meetup, huh? We'll see how that goes. Either way, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna watch it though. I'm not gonna watch it. Monogatari. Wait a minute. Monogatari? What? Monogatari, huh? Action, seinen, supernatural. I know the Monogatari series, but this time around we have action. No, it's not Monogatari. Monogatari. Again, pictures. Okay, it has a manga. Let's read the synopsis first. With a rage against spirits known as Tsukumonogami, Unoto Kyoma is sent to live with Nagatsuki Botan to help him see a different side. Though both are part of a clan that return to the spirits back to their world with divine powers, the experience with the otherworldly vessels are vastly different. Kunato robbed of a loved one and Nagatsuki saved by them. Can she get through to him? Huh! Oh man, Viking reading the ReZero and the Weapon. I don't read the ReZero or Konosuba Weapons because I want to be going blind for ReZero. Like, as much as it pains my heart to not know more about ReZero than I already do, I want to see everything animated. ReZero is deep and dark everywhere. Okay, Monogatari. It sounds interesting. Like they're coming from another world, you know, trying to something. Yes, bring spirits and all that, and trying to, I don't know what it is. Rage against spirit, yeah. So it could be like Norogami. Like Monogatari could be like if it's like Noragami, it could be interesting. Because Noragami was amazing. I don't know if Noragami is back on back from hiatus. Could be good. It could be good. We'll see though. Then we're gonna give it a watch here. So yeah. Lokemono Tachi no Yore. Do by your side. So salvation goes by your side. Wait. Last time. Probably not. Probably not gonna watch it. It's too much. Too deep into Conan. Detective Conan. Haven't caught up. It will probably never do. So it's been going on for years. Cool Doji Danshi. I guess the cool boy, the handsome. I guess it's like the boys club kind of thing. Studio Parrot. Yeah, it's gonna be a terrible show from the get-go because of how they adaptate stuff. So it's probably gonna be a fun show for people who enjoy it since it's out from last season. So yeah, Detective Conan is still going on since I don't even know. I remember still watching Elementary School and still going on. So yeah, but yeah, this is still going on. If you enjoy it, hey, I don't want to persuade you to not keep watching it. I guess. Kyoketsu, I haven't watched the first season. The meta still going on. Don't care about it. Orphan, Hagure Tabi was that season? Third season? Yep, never watched it. So say much. Turune, no Nagari. What's it? Second season of something? Okay, didn't watch it. High card. Action Supernatural. Studio Hibari. I have no idea. Okay, what I'm noticing is there's so many shows this season. Like, usually I'm through it like half an hour. I'm already here for an hour. Jesus. High card. After discovering that his orphanage was on the brink of closing due to financial distress, Finn was living freely on the streets, set out for a casino with the aim of making a fortune. However, nothing could have prepared Finn for the nightmare that was awaiting. Once there, Finn encountered a car chase and bloody shootout. Cost the man's a lucky card. Finn will eventually learn what the shootout was about, and the world order can be controlled by a set of 52 X-playing cards. It's a it's a card game. It's a card game. More like a card game anime. Huh. I mean, it's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even Duel Masters. But it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, okay. Probably not gonna watch it. I mean, probably gave it a while, like maybe one episode, but to be honest, I'm not really big into those card games anymore, like I used to back in the days. That be actually good, yeah. I mean, it's always going to be like that, like 3, 4, but most of the time, I think I feel like this season might have a few bangers again, like maybe like above 5. If you're into ecchi, you probably, you're having a lot of that. Isekai, if you enjoy isekai, oh, you have a field day, or like a field season, because so many isekais are here. Yeah, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the bar that people want to get, right, too, but I feel like card capture is like one of those long-running series that people still enjoy in Japan. I don't think they enjoy it in the West as much, but I feel like these type of shows are having a place. So yeah, not for me though. So yeah, I usually just skip those. Um, Hikari no O was it? Outside the magical barriers lies a world overrun by fiery beasts known as flame demons. One of the protectors are the fire hunters. Huh. I mean, it's not a show. I'm not really big into that. I'm not. It could be really good, another good series, but I'm not really big into that. So it's definitely, if you enjoy, if you like those types of historical, more set, more grounded, with just small amounts of fantasy sprinkled in with the fiery demons and beasts and whatnot, but still keep it, pretty straightforward. It could be something good, that you might enjoy. Your original pedal, I haven't watched any of it, never ever. So keep going. Yeah, it looks more, more, I guess, normal compared to the anime, right? It looks more standard, right? That you would usually expect from like a more set in, grounded story with a bit more supernatural feeling to it. The version with the pedal, never watched first season or anything like that, so don't care. Mo Ippon, what's that? Martial arts shonen, never watched that. Don't care about. Is it? What's that? Because judo. Not really big fan of judo stuff or sports anime in general, unless it has comedy in it. I love my sports series, but as long there's no comedy in it, then I don't I don't care too much about it, because the last sports show that I watched was IQ and Kuroko no Basket. Since then, I haven't watched any sports anime. Digimon or Digimon Ghost game. I guess interesting that Digimon's still going strong. Still feel like every time they bring in like the starters, like Agumon, all that, and then I think Digimon Tamers has also some good starters. So yeah, all the other ones, like every time you see a different kind of starter from the Digimon series, I guess with different evolves. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be probably not gonna watch it because I haven't watched Digimon in like years, probably decades even. Pocket Monster Esase Pokemon Master. Now, I'm gonna come back to it because I'm gonna talk about it much longer. So, actually, no, I can talk about it here. Yeah. Pokemon Monster was a collection of special episodes to conclude Pokemon Ultimate Journey and the series to provide a glimpse of what the future may hold for the world's strongest trainer. I'll get to it. Alright, I'm gonna skip over it first. Let's go over the other one and then come back, because Pokemon is like, my childhood. It is my one I always kept up with to an extent. And so yeah, I'm gonna come back to it. Technoroid Overmind and what's it? Doga Bobo music. Don't care about music shows, so I skip that. More music, don't care. If you like music animes, hey, go ahead. Not really big into it. Animation, don't care. I don't like these. Like, yeah, I don't watch these shorts. But AQ, nope, nope. Silver Flame, nope. Bloglia, nope. Precure, interesting that Precure still going on. Chinchan still going on. Doraemon still going on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Capture, no Card Fight. Vanguard, Unite Up, and this and that. Alright, Naruto is gonna be watched as always. I mean, I used to watch so many shows, man. I used to watch like almost every show. Then I cut down everything. Okay, now we go back to Pocket Monster Haruka Naru wa Aosora. Being stuff from 19th series. Yeah, I don't know if you can watch it. I don't know if you're gonna release it in the West. Probably do, right? So if I can watch, I'm probably gonna watch it. But yeah, Pokemon comes to an end with Ash Ketchum. Or let's say Ash, because Ash Ketchum essentially is, I guess he got the name in the West, but essentially, Ash's story is coming to an end. With the recent he becomes the champ. I know it's like he won, I think, Orange County, right? So, yeah, Pokemon comes to an end. And we also know the new protagonists for the new series, which is going to be interesting because Ash and Pikachu were like, to go to, protagonists for like years upon years, decades even. And everyone knows who Pikachu is, everyone knows what Pokemon is about. And, well, seeing Ash journey come to an end after my boy eternally being journeys? No, I did not. I stopped watching Pokemon series like only a few times back. I mean, I haven't kept up with most of the series. I like stopped when like Diamond and Pearl. But it's been a while. I can only think about a few ones. Like only like Huron region was pretty solid. Watch the final league in Journeys. Yeah, I have to. I still am going to catch up on Pokemon because I love the Pokemon show, but I sometimes catch like I remember when Ash had the time. I think was like what was it? Was it Einol when he had this broken team and still lost? So I was like, what the hell, man? I was like expecting him to win, then he lost. And then now he became champion. Not really a master, but the champion. The master part has something where he would eternally be 10 years old forever and ever. Because there's so many shows gonna come out. Yeah. I have to watch all that still, But now I've kept up with Pokemon games. I stopped playing Pokemon games after, after, what was it? Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. I love Pokemon Sun and Moon because it was a bit different, right? Didn't involve more arenas and all that, but it was more like arena, I guess more like islands, and I love those island battles as well. It's like a different take. Enjoyed the story as well. Actually, the villain was pretty solid. Yeah, X and Y was pretty solid. I wish it was good. I wish the end would have been Ash become champion there, but they turned it around and they turned out wrong. But yeah, seeing Ash's story or journey come to an end, it's also something to do with same also with Naruto as well for me. Like I didn't watch the shows afterwards. Like Boruto is there, but I closed my chapter or my book with Naruto Shippuden because Naruto became Hokage and has a family and all that. Same with Ash here, right? He became Pokemon champ and Pokemon champion. And I stop with that as well when Ash's journey also stops. I will probably keep up with with the Pokemon games. I love Pokemon and I want to see Pokemon games get better, but the new Pokemon games, we've seen the newest one, right? So it's like they were technically on the technical level straight trash, but on art and everything was still pretty Pokemon. I didn't play Scarlet or anything like that. I watched a playthrough of it because I don't have a Switch. But I've seen the problems with the technical level. The technical stuff is terrible. So yeah, I wish they would work more on it. Like they have so much money, they could invest in so many new people that they could make those games better. And we already seen problems in the Pokemon Arceus having low frame rates and all that. So it could have been good, but instead they didn't. Um, but yeah, let's go back to Ash, okay? Let's talk about something that's more in line with what we are doing, right? So Ash's story comes to an end, and seeing how his journey is coming to an end with everything he went through. I'm wondering though how it's gonna be, how I'm gonna feel when when we're seeing, the last few episodes come out, his journey and everything, right? So it's gonna be interesting. A lot of people are probably gonna be sad, but also relieved that Ash's story comes to an end because it's been decades. All right, we've seen Pikachu, Ash everywhere. So seeing the end there, it's gonna be interesting. Also, no speculations on the new protagonist. If Ash is gonna be like straight up, being a dad or just something like that, because we've seen some hints on. Well, we've seen some things, with some of the characters having some. Oh, actually, one character specifically has, a sign of Ash's, like a symbol. It is a good decision, but at the same time, I want to know how they're gonna overcome, the the change, because Ash and Pikachu carried Pokemon, like the Pokemon company in general, right? But now they have to switch it up with two new protagonists. I want to see how that works, because they gotta bring in Pikachu in a way, or I don't know, maybe something else takes the place for Pikachu, but Pikachu's so iconic. There's no possible way that they can take up Ash. I mean Pikachu again, right? Yeah, it probably end up like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon. I don't think so. I feel like Pokemon, Digimon, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Are so far apart. Like Digimon is not as sure, it's still kind of popular a little bit, like small amounts, but not as much as Pokemon, because Pokemon, Pokemon Company brings out so many games, artworks, and all that, plushies and posters and TV shows and all that, right? And every single time we see things happen, right? We see so much advertisement everywhere for Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I don't think the series Yu-Gi-Oh! Is as popular anymore, but more the card game in general, right? That's where the people are right now. It's like they like the card game, right? They like the card game. Oh yeah, sequels are usually like killers of long-running series. That's why you usually see anime, have like few seasons of certain shows and then it stops. Pokemon, on the other hand, runs for decades, right? It's running for decades with Ash as the protagonist, as poster boy with Pikachu. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how it's gonna go. People still gonna play Pokemon games. I'm gonna be checking out Pokemon games here and there on playthroughs and all that. Maybe in the future I might get one and we might stream some games there. So, but it's gonna be a while till that time comes. But yeah, I hope Pokemon Monsters, or Ash's story as well, will have a good ending. Have a complete, just nice ending to it, and I hope everything goes well in the ends, because I feel like a lot of people grew up with Pokemon. Some never kept up with the show, but definitely know Pokemon, right? So I would say it will definitely will generate hype again for Pokemon. So people, who have probably just went their paths with Pokemon will come back to check out the last few episodes on Ash's story, and then put a proper end to it. Yeah, it's like a proper conclusion to your childhood story, right? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, it's for me as well. Like, I play Pokemon since Pokemon Yellow. Then I play Pokemon Red, Blue, um, Gold, Silver, Crystal, and then also have done like the other games as well, like Ruby, Sapphire. Then you had like Fiery Red and Leaf Green, like all these games, right? And then then it went bigger and bigger. with Emerald and Platinum and Diamond and Pearl, and then all those games, right? Black and White, Black and White, Black and White 2. Probably one of the favorite stories as storytelling of a game, which is insane if you think about it. It's also probably the only game that had implemented difficulty settings. I think Pokemon White was on the lighter one, Black was on the harder one. I know it sounds a bit weird, this sounds wrong, but it was definitely you had those difficulties. But yeah, Pokemon comes to an end for me as a fan, as someone who grew up with Pokemon, and seeing Ash's story with Pikachu comes to an end, and then having a proper conclusion, proper end, and then I can continue on. I can continue on with everything else, as I always do, right? And yeah, it's also going to be interesting how they're going to do the iconic part. Maybe Pikachu stays there, I guess, the icon, the iconic Pokemon, right? The mascot of Pokemon. Maybe Pachirisu, or I don't know what. I don't know what else would make actually a good mascot. Maybe Charmander. I don't think so. Yeah, Pikachu's too iconic to not make it, the mascot of Pokemon. Like, it is, even, the cat right there, man. It's like, so many. I think Pikachu will stay. I mean, the new protagonist will definitely carry the games. I think this is supposed to be like the new generation of people who get into Pokemon like we did in the past. But that's gonna be years, man. Like, it's gonna be hard to make it like a decade running thing again. With those two protagonists will pick up the mantle of Ash, because it's gonna be hard for them. Either gonna be tank the numbers after that, after the story ends, because as I say as well, for me, I'm gonna stop watching Pokemon completely, right, when Ash is gone, because that's for me the end. It's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be difficult, but yeah, overall, it was it's gonna be interesting season, I mean, because so many shows are like, isekai based. Definitely some romance in the season as well, and it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna do Nier Automata storytelling. But yeah, as I said before, the shows, there are only a few shows I might probably stick with. There's not gonna be a lot. Like, I'm gonna be watching Demon King. I have to catch up on Danmachi, so that no, Vinland Saga and all that. Like, some shows I have to catch up again because I haven't watched the first season. Nier Automata, definitely I want to check it out at least. See where that story goes. Nagatoro, 100% watch first season. Bungo Stray Dogs is amazing. If you haven't watched it, definitely give it a watch. From last season, I don't even remember. It's been a while. There was so much Eminence of Shadow still going on. So I went with that. So it's like one of those shows. Danmachi is still going on. So yeah, it's like I would say Eminence of Shadow. I enjoyed it a lot. Bleach? Yeah, I was never big into Bleach. I enjoyed small bits. I liked the fights and all that with Bleach, with characters, but never continued on with that, because yeah, I know what it is. I never can get to it. I never got into it as Bleach, into Bleach as I did with Gintama or Black Clover. Yeah, but Gintama definitely some of the shows. It's like, for some reason couldn't get into Bleach, but I could get into like One Piece, Naruto, all that, right? I know what it is. It's I like the fights in Bleach. I love the characters and all, but I don't know. It was something, it was something. I kind of pinpointed, but it's definitely, I liked it, but at the same time, couldn't keep watching it. But yeah, probably, we have a lot of isekais, so usually I expect less isekais, at the start of this year, because usually of isekais like around fall season, and then you won't get a lot of isekais beforehand, but you're already starting out to get with isekais. So hey, a lot of shows to watch. I enjoy a few of them. I definitely checked some of them out, but won't stick with all of them because, well, time. Definitely the Eno show that I want to check out because I love it. I want to see what's gonna happen. Ayakashi Triangle, and yeah, anything that catch my interest. This one as well, so it has an interesting concept going. So yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, even though the review went a bit longer than expected, because you know, I didn't expect so many shows this time around. Like usually, like, supposed to be like going on half an hour. Here we are, just done. No, I'm not done with streaming yet, my guy. I'm just doing it for YouTube still. So, yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I guess Happy New Year's, even though you probably see it in the new year, right? So yeah, I will see you in the next anime season in probably like 3 months. See you then.